I just want to make a positive video giving all the negativity that I've been seeing trending. So today I just want to talk about my favorite kinds of people. One of my favorite kinds of people is the ones who are always on time. For some reason, I have this obsession about time. I am so conscious that it's something that I don't get back. Anytime someone respects that, just make it on time to places, and very often, and they don't have excuses very often as to why they're not on time, then I just respect them better. I'm not saying that a person who tends to not be on time cannot be respectful or is a bad person or whatever. It's just that, say, if a person surprises me with arriving a little earlier to, say, a meetup or something, it makes me feel like this person is trying to leave a really good impression and is also excited about what we're getting ready to do. Why wouldn't you love a person like that? My second favorite kind of person is the one who remembers the little details about you. Let's say that you're driving by a spot where they told you a story about something, and they may be getting ready to repeat you the story, but then you beat them to it and you fill in the blank of the story. Basically, people with good memories. Like, I just admire them because I feel like they're not trying to retain clutter in their brain, but they just remember things. It makes me feel like I'm being listened to, and this person genuinely asked a question and retained my response, or they were just trying to get to know me so that they could maybe just surprise me or spoil me down the line. I do that. Like, I have a great retention, so I just like to do stuff with the knowledge that I have about someone. I think that makes a good friend, but it's not a prerequisite, but for me it has meaning. It's good to know that they didn't retain it because they thought it was meaningless. It really impresses me when someone can remember a story that I said. I don't expect for everybody to remember things like I do, but if you do, then we need to compete. My third favorite kind of people are the ones who have this very positive and appreciative outlook in life. No matter how hard things get, how terrible things get, how difficult things get, how expensive things get, how sicker you get as the years go by and the frequency of it just increases, you just stay positive and you don't lose your sense of humor, your energy, your desire to live. You still stay on top of things as best as you can and as best as your body allows you to. You just don't stop fighting. You know what you have to do and you just stick to it, and I just admire that. I have been very sick in the past to where I just wanted to give up in life, and I was already planning how my life was going to be like as a relatively disabled person, but fortunately I healed from that. If I was already appreciative of life and the stuff happening to me, after that, I learned to absolutely not take anything for granted. I also feel like the energy and outlook that those persons possess is so contagious, because you don't come across people who are consistent with that kind of emotion that often. It brings me joy. My fourth favorite kind of people are the ones who just know how to make you laugh. Humorous folks. They are fun to be around, and upon seeing them, they know just what to say to bring the best out of you. And I am fortunate enough to have a couple of those persons present in my life, and I wouldn't trade them for anything. When I thought that I wasn't going to be able to smile or have fun in a day, they proved me wrong, and I am just so appreciative of them. My fifth favorite kind of people, I forget what number I'm on, are the ones who like to try different things. Let it be different food, a different game, a different movie. I guess this video is sounding a lot like the people who turn me on video. Turn me on as in do things that make them gain points and make me consider them awesome people. But I guess in here, I'm just expanding on that a little more. Adventurous people. Like, you don't have to necessarily play with perilous things, but at least you have the sense of wanting to break the routine, and you're just not afraid of trying things. You learn through disappointment. You learn through disappointment what things to stay away from, what not to order, where not to go, and that's great. Because a lot of people miss out on many things, or you learn something really good when it's about to no longer be. Always be open to new experiences. My 6 favorite kind of people are the ones who like to learn. Even if you think you are the best at naming musicians, the best at math, the best in science, you understand that there's a lot that you can learn still. Even if you're the best at psychology, there's some stuff that's unique to some people, so you just appreciate the fact that you're meeting them and they're showing you a different opinion from yours. That doesn't mean that they are wrong. It doesn't mean that you're wrong. Different. I like different. When I was a kid, I used to be very shelled, very not open to exploring. Like, I don't have a big collection of video games, and that's why I didn't have that many different kinds of notebooks. I always stuck to Dragon Ball Z designs or surfer designs. Never tried anything else. My clothes, they were primarily blue. It was rare that I owned something that wasn't blue. But nowadays I try to vary it a little bit. The dominant colors tend to be the dark ones, like dark gray, black, navy, purple. I actually struggle sometimes choosing between green or pink, which back in the day, pink was out of the question. But now there are some things that I genuinely consider in the pink more than any other color. I also like people who are not afraid of voicing their opinions and who do not get offended easily. There are sensitivities that are justified. Basically, you don't get offended easily, and I don't have to fear expressing my opinion around you because you may take it the wrong way, or I don't know, like, you're easy to talk to, period. I don't have to censor myself. Alright guys, those are a few of the examples that I have. Basically, to sum it up, those who help, those who have a great intellectual capacity, tolerant, fun to be around, supportive, encouraging, appreciative, you know, those good traits that seem generic to say, but for some reason not everybody applies them, so it doesn't hurt to mention them. What are some of your favorite kinds of people? And let me know your thoughts, and as always, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you soon.